God, unreal! It's really raw!
People are not like Dream when it comes to covering up their cheats. These are the world's funniest fake Minecraft speedruns. This speedrun starts off instantly with the person running, and I kinda find that odd, but I'ma let it slide. Then they find a village along with some hay bales, which they might. That's it. What do you want me to say? They go into a random house in the village and go AFK for some reason. I find this odd because this is a speedrun. You then can see them pause their recording, which is definitely not allowed. They unpause their recording and now they're using an Xbox controller. While in the same house, they find a chest that contains the exact amount of obsidian that is needed for another portal, a full set of iron armor, along with 4 diamonds and 4 iron ingots and an iron sword. I don't even think that's possible. Then does a double take and tries to play it off as real in the chat. Using the obsidian from the chest, he makes another portal and then lights it. He fails the first time but then gets it right the second time. He goes through a portal that he made and then walks a few blocks towards a tree and mines it for blocks to travel by bridging across a pool of lava. One simple mistake and he will fall into the lava. He finds another fortress but then accidentally falls into lava and then dies. This speedrunner starts off with creating the world. They then go mine a tree for some tools, I'm assuming, which they did, and made a wooden pickaxe and a few sticks. They for some reason mined straight down immediately, which made me think that this was a filtered speedrun because of the fast moves, but boy was I wrong. They mined a block in this suspicious looking cave, I guess. They mined the block below them and they fell all the way down into an already finished end portal. They aren't even trying to hide it at this point. They mine their way out of the spawn area and they open their inventory to show their really OP stick. I think so though, because I can't really read what that says at all. One thing that I noticed was that they're at 63 levels, which is 6 levels away from the perfect number. What a shame. They show off their stick by hitting a few endermen, and I'm pretty sure that this is 100% balanced and allowed. They try going towards the ender dragon, but gets pushed away. He then tries again and successfully gets into the portal. They hit the ender dragon with their OP stick and beat the game. Yeah, this was a totally legit speedrun. This speedrunner starts off by joining a pre-made world, which is strangely odd, but let's see what they have in store for us. They have a dream skin, which means that they must be good. They mined a tree, and this was their reasoning as to why.
Because tree equals important.
After mining the tree, they had an obvious cut, and this is what happened next.
So I did a little off-camera mining, and I made a nether portal.
They go into the nether portal, and then straight after they mine 2 blocks and find a chest with an enchanted netherite sword with an OP bow, along with an armor stand that has full enchanted netherite gear. Yeah, that's totally legit. He then goes back through the portal to go back to the overworld, and then goes around the portal, then jumps into a 1x1 hole that drops into a block of water that is next to an already finished end portal with no stronghold in sight, which is not possible at all. Once he goes to the portal, he's now on the obsidian platform that is really far away from the main island, and he forgot to give himself blocks, which is what he needs to get to the main island. I found that really funny. After forgetting to give himself blocks, he goes into creative and then flies over to the main island and destroys all of the crystals in creative, as well as following the dragon around and killing it, while definitely not cheating at all. This next speedrunner starts off with them facing slightly downwards, which is an instant indicator that this speedrun is fake. They open a chest to find a bunch of fireworks and elytra and a ton of enchanted golden apples. What the heck? They try to put their elytra on, but they put their rockets on their chest plate area and their elytra on their offhand. That's hilarious. He goes to mine a tree, and then there's a cut in the video that goes straight to almost half of their hotbar missing and stacks of wood that is just there on the floor, and the tree is now sort of missing. The person goes to the village and does yet another cut and adds flowers. This will be important later, you'll see. They collect the flowers and then they place down a crafting table. To craft diamond tools? They turn around and go towards a gold encrusted village house.
Oh, impossible, unreal!
They go inside and destroy the poor armor stand that was just there chilling, just to grab the armor. They open a chest and find impossible items to get in a survival world. They find obsidian randomly laying on the ground, which is impossible to happen. With the obsidian, they make another portal, and they forgot to give themselves a flint and steel, so they go back to the village and stumble upon a command block with a button that gives them creative for 5 seconds apparently, which is honestly weird. After going into creative, they grab the flint and steel that they needed, and that's it. Out of all the items in the game, they just grabbed a flint and steel and that's it? That's it? Yeah, that makes sense. They go back to the portal and then light it and go through. I did a poll and asked, what do you do first when going to the nether in a speedrun? That had a whopping 0 votes And you guys were all wrong. It was mined glowstone. After mining a lot of glowstone, they go back to the overworld and turn the glowstone dust into blocks for some reason. Why are they placing it in nether portal shape? Wait, are they building an aether portal? No, they are, dude. What? They go through the aether portal and now they're in the end with the ender dragon at 1 hit, and the pillars are now made of glowstone and the crystals are gone as well. He tries to shoot the ender dragon with his bow, but fails to. So he flies to the ender dragon with his elytra and hits it twice and beats the game. He also does a water bucket clutch, which is really cool. This speedrun was absolutely confusing. This next speedrunner starts right near a village, which they go towards straight off the bat. Without looking, they fall into a 1x1 hole somehow. And once they reach the village, they find a chest in one of the houses that contain full netherite gear, which they take and put on. Which is a good thing because that skin is scary to look at. With this set, they are unstoppable. They go outside of the house and mine this singular stone block, which drops them down into a 1x1 hole, and they drop down into an already finished end portal. And they have no blocks, so they jump over to the main island and mine their way up to the surface, and the dragon is already at 1 hit, not suspicious at all. They hit the ender dragon and beat the game. This speedrun was the funniest out of them all. This speedrunner goes to mine a tree, and after mining the last block from the tree, there's an entrance to a place with warped wood from the nether as the walls and the floor, with a chest that is surrounded in diorite. The chest contained a netherite sword that has sharpness 1000 and full unenchanted netherite armor. He closes the chest and puts on the armor. After that, he goes to a hallway with water at the end of it. They go up the water and they go towards the already finished nether portal, and this is what they called it.
Wait, that must be a ruined nether portal.
They mine the grass block and the dirt block that was under it to find a chest with a flint and steel. After grabbing the flint and steel, they light the portal and go through. They go towards a chest in another, and there was nothing in the chest. Not sure why this was included, but alright. Then they go back to the overworld and go off into a random direction, and there's a sign that says totally real stronghold and an arrow that points to a hole that they jump into. And at the bottom of the hole, there's a totally real stronghold portal room. They go into the portal but get kicked from their Minehut server. I'm pretty sure that public Minecraft servers aren't allowed in speedruns. For some reason, the portal has only 1 of the 9 blocks filled. Pretty strange, to be honest. They are now in the end, and there's a staircase to the surface, and Herobrine comes from the corner of the room and gives him strength, slow falling, and creative. Oh, and there's a random guy that's wearing a pumpkin on their head as well. I'll name them Jerry. They then fly towards the ender dragon that is 1 hit and beat the game. Good job, man. This speedrunner starts his video off by showing him placing the cheated in shulker boxes through an app. Come on, man. He then switches to Minecraft and loads up the world, and then walks towards the shulker boxes, and they contain the unthinkable item, which is bedrock, full diamond gear, and portal frames, tridents, and finally this time Eyes of Ender. They build the end portal and then go to the end and build to the main island with the end portal frames that they gave themselves, and then they go destroy all the end crystals and then kill the ender dragon and beat the game. This next speedrunner... Wait, that's me. If you made it this far, make sure to subscribe, and if you want to see more of my videos, click on the video on the screen now.